Non-Viking! Say hi to your sister.
Hello.
They're gonna grill. What do you got in the bag? You gotta show them what you got in the bag. I can't make this gimbal do. There it is. Charcoal. We're cheating. We're grilling. Okay. Well, we're closed. Ah. Okay. I will leave you be and I'll run around and see where they're doing things. Bye, Runa. And then I found Karl, who is eagerly awaiting with a beer glass. Because Annka Andre brought him alcohol and one of them is 8.5%. But we'll go see what they're doing and then we'll find a place to sit. I'm going to turn this around. There we go. And hi, by the way. We have a lot of Vikings in the village. They're doing some drumming or something right now. Where do you want to sit, Karl? Somewhere where there isn't wind, I guess, but Greg's going to tell stories. Nah. Well, we got to show the progress on the house, the pit house. Hi, it's Kiwi and Max and Nella and Garcia and Anne. I see lots of names and Heidi, I think. So look, it's starting to get a front thing on it. There's doors on it. The hobbit house is growing. Oh, somebody's hammering over there. I thought it was the drumming. Hey, Karl, do you want to tell us about the updates on the house?
I'm not familiar. Roger is a much better guy to talk to.
Yeah, he's got the day off though. He never works Saturdays. Well, officially, but he always comes in. So, this is how the hobbit house is going. The pit house, so half down. Home sweet home. Yep, the hobbits are there saying hi. So it's getting bigger. It's getting a little bit more winter protection. I can't open the door because trying to crawl down there right now would totally hurt. But I guess they'll have stairs or a ramp or something. But you've got doors, you've got hinges, and the new locking mechanism in the middle. I think that is the only one. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. I think that's the only one in the village to have that lock on it. So it'll be cool. It looks a little crooked though. Do you think that was intentional? There's a lot of love in this house. And you can see the color that it's going to be. So right now he's painted around the parts that have the metal, the iron. So, and now we know what the portholes are for. Because if we go around this clodding that's coming in, or you can see he's got storage. So if any Viking wants to stay in here, they've got a little place to hide their modern stuff during opening hours. The handles look like emoji eyes. Oh my God, they are! Only a hobbit would see that, I'm just saying. Little eyebrows, eyeballs, and a nose, and a split mouth. But I wonder if he's going to make this wall end here, or how much further he'd go. What do you think? So it's like, did I zoom all the way out? I got like something in my hand that's really heavy. Broden made it! No excuses. So I can see he's got it ready to go, built up on that side as well. But do you think he's going to go any further in the opening here?
I don't know.
We have to do guesses because we'll be wrong next week anyway.
Everybody who's made guesses about what his plans are so far have been dead wrong. So
this is true.
I'm not taking part in this competition.
Oh, but it is looking cool. The hobbits are ready to move in. Roger and Olvia. And it will have grass on the roof. It looks, she thought it was a phase 2. Okay, Belgium agrees with United States. Let's see, we'll come around this way. There's a Georg and a Runa down in the corner there. They're not Viking anymore. They were earlier today. But we have, every one of these houses has somebody living in it. Annka is staying in that house, Annka Andre, which is Holger's house. So anybody who can stay in that house is impressive because there's all kinds of, they might be having fun in that house. There's handcuffs, chains, footlocks. Hey, and Jenny Lynn is here too. I'm only seeing him fly up on my screen, but I'll check after. There is one in this house. That one is an extra one. One in that house down there. Should we go down this way? Yeah. So I'm staying in both of those houses as well. That's a Karl. And there's our chieftain who loves to take photos, taking photos. And there's the Vikings! Look at them all!
Taking photos in civilian clothes. So.
Yeah, yeah, he is. It's worse if he takes photos in Viking clothes.
He's poking around a lot.
He's poking around a lot. You're on YouTube, just warning ya. We saw you taking a photo. You're in your element. Want to smile? There we go. We can keep it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Yeah, it's right. Oh. Wait. You have to look in the distance if you're going to do Instagram. Oh, are they marching through? You're all on YouTube now. So sorry. Trim, you've been waiting to come back to YouTube. Are you going to fight Karl later? Yeah. Well, not right now, but later. He's got to drive. He has to have a beer first. There's the parents of Trim. Okay. And then we'll see the others down here too. No. So you're going up the hill now to drum, right? Yep. Så du ska upp i backen och du ska upp i backen och trumma lite och så ses vi lite senare, okej? Ja. Då lovar jag du får lov att dräpa Karl.
Lekedräpa.
Okay, lekedräpa då. He says we have to pretend to kill each other, not actually kill each other. And Mariana's back, my favorite dancer. Your hair is so pretty.
Yeah, I know.
More Vikings. Broken Vikings. There's my 2 Facebook models.
Going to the ferries.
You're going to the ferries. That's what Iceland says. We'll see you later. Ah, we have beer.
Yeah.
I don't know where we got it from.
Hello, people of the internet.
Hello, people of the internet. It's me. Look at, you have to see that. Don't move so fast. We're admiring your ass. Turn around. She patchworked all of that. That's right. Work it. Own it. I don't know if they can hear you from the front, but that's Karl's pants, the middle one there. Isn't that, Karl, do you recognize it? That's what they look like when they were clean. Before holes. And I have to show this one. Let me turn around so they can hear you though, Greg. Gotta go slow so I don't make anyone puke. And then we turn the camera. Ta-da. There, now they can hear you.
Hello.
What are you gonna do today, finally?
I'm telling a story.
He's telling a story. Does Karl have to have 1 or 2 beers before reenacting your story?
I don't see why we would put a limit on that.
No, okay, no
no.
limit. So Karl's going to he's going to tell a story. We're going to make Karl reenact it, and wait till Karl finds out what story it is. That's
I'm
gonna
looking forward to that.
Oh, it's going to make him cry. I love it. We got plans, Karl. Oh, we have to watch other Vikings go
We
by.
have plans.
We have
Extraordinary
plans. There goes more Vikings. Arlene says, hi, Greg. So you have to come back.
Hello.
But
I'm
don't
not
take
going
too
anywhere.
long.
I'm with you
You're
now.
staying with me
I'm
now?
staying with you.
Yay. Okay, then we'll go somewhere where they won't be disrupted by their drumming.
Oh, no,
Okay.
it's drumming until they're at the top, then it's...
Oh, well then, all right then. And Lila's here. Got to turn around and see Lila, the color goddess. Yay! She's got pee on her head. It's the woad. Okay.
Hello.
Hi. More Vikings. It's so nice to have Vikings in the village again. We're going to pretend we didn't see modern stuff, but we are closed. I don't know, Chum. We're closed for the day. It's okay. Yeah. No modern stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Karl. How many beers do you need for Greg's story? And do you want to start with the 5% or the 4.7%? We don't have a table to sit on. Can you bring out a bench?
I don't want to do exterior decorating. Can't
No.
we sit on the ground?
Well, we can sit on the ground. Yeah, we could do that. If it's not wet. So Sigrun Design, by the way. She just had a story about little people, the Iceland. Because she's from Iceland. And they have little people there. And the kayak center still isn't done with their roof. So let's see if we can find a better view. Maybe we turn around and go. Let's see, I have to turn it around so they can hear you. There. This way is a little bit better view. So we'll sit down. You find a beer in this bag, which is too modern to show. I have not so much needle binding today, but I have a little bit. So while Karl picks out a beer, I will show you the stitch for next month. It's going to be fun. This is the one bit of needle binding I have, but if we find something to show. Somebody's always wearing something. Sorry, I'm jiggling the camera because I'm trying to two-hand this. Multitasking. There we go. Okay. You will know what this is. But see who can guess it. What stitch is this? This is the stitch for April. So we will start this next week. By the way, tomorrow we have daylight savings in Norway. We move the clocks forward 1 hour, leap into spring. So that means whatever time we're on now, we're going to be an hour later. Earlier next week. I can't tell anyway. Anyway,
Be an hour darker.
just Google it. It's going to be an hour darker. Yeah. Anyway, oh, Karl is here from Tregda. Okay, so anyway, if you can figure out what that stitch is, it looks like this on the outside. Actually, it goes this way to look at it correctly. And on the inside, it goes like that. It's a blue stitch. Anne Moreau is right. Belgian wins! So that's my needle binding for today. We might get to do some more, but there's so many Vikings, it's a shame not to show them off because they're here for Easter. And then it gets kind of quiet again. But I'll sit down and we'll see who we got to say hi to here. If I can find a place. Boy, the ground is nice and muddy. Let's get Karl a beer. So, Annka and Andre. Oh my God, I remember when I was flexible. Annka and Andre have brought you some beer. What is the first one you grabbed?
Slogan Fjord.
Slogan Fjord here. Wait, gotta reach. How do you
I
spell?
am very skeptical because in my dialect this word means fish guts.
And she's from Ålesund. That's not far from where you're from.
No,
in
it
Silja.
isn't.
Ålesund is, it looks like Ålesund. If you don't know Norwegian, it's A with a circle over it. Lesund. Is that from Ålesund though? Or is that just
It's from
'cause
that
that's-
area.
Yeah.
På Sunnmøre har det vært i generasjoner vært tradisjon å brygge maltøl, kornøl. Trollbyggeriet ønsker å videreføre denne arven ved å brygge øl med karakter tuftet på håndverksmessige måter og med lokalt særpreg. Et overgjæra øl med lyst til gyllen farge, middels maltfylde og en fin balanse av tjekkisk og tysk humle. Mild og fin smak.
You did that in a perfect dialect.
Serveringstemperatur 6-8 grader. Ølet passer godt til lette matretter, og den kan også nyttes alene. Ingredienser: fjellvann, humle, gjær og byggmalt. Allergener: gluten fra bygg.
Oh, so you can't have that if you need to be gluten-free. So this will be good for you. It has gluten in it. So how come it is when you try to use the Sunnmøre dialect, you sound like Tuffe, our former boss?
Well, Tuffe is from here.
Oh, okay.
So he's from here, but his dialect is a little bit destroyed by living in,
Let's see if I can flip this up again. There we go.
was it Stavanger?
Yeah, that's right. He lived in Stavanger for a long
So
time.
maybe a combination of inner Sogn and Stavanger turns into Sunnmøre, but I doubt it. I would just think it's because you're an American, you don't know the difference.
I don't know a damn thing. It's all a mystery to me. I also noticed that you said it was made with real mountain water.
Yeah.
Fjellvatn, and it was over Yaret. It was over yeasted. What does that
Yeah.
mean?
They have used more. I've used more yeast than I have to.
Yeah.
The fermentation process kills all the yeast anyway, but there is a lot more dead yeast than you, strictly speaking, need.
Yeah. Hand me your cap though, so we don't leave that on the ground.
It has.
It has a nice little bubble to it. It's very happy to see you. Okay. I'll take your other beer and put it straight out. The other beer, is that the? Yeah, that's no. The other beer is the 8.5%. She got you the nice.
Lazy.
Holy crap! What did you do to that beer? It's all foam. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to look like that. It's not pink either. You might have to let that settle a bit. Okay, we're gonna mock you while I catch up on chat. I'll turn this around so we can watch Karl. But we might not be able to hear you as well. Look at how much foam is on that thing. Okay, we gotta say hi. Nella, I noticed, was talking about using fuzzy yarn, or funny yarn, or fuzzy yarn, or furry yarn for needle binding. Were you needle binding with it or knitting with it, she said. She tried to needle bind with it. I've done that once. You are a patience person if you can do that. Because, yeah, if it's polyester, etc., that's one thing, like you said. But the fact that the fur, it's like doing mohair. The fur doesn't want to come out of your stitch. Oh, we have an avalanche, but I can't see it.
I think it's over there.
No, it sounds like it's over there. Oh crap, if I know where it went. But anyway, I could hear it. But yeah, because when you're working with furry yarn, all these furs, this fur does not want to go through the whole stitch because the end of your yarn is actually here where the core is, but all this fur wants to stay behind with the old one, and it's a pain in the butt to work with. So I did it once, I will never do it again, and I think all I made was like a small little thing out of it. But this is a hard thing for you to do. Did you get it? It's gonna fall. Okay, so what do you think of the beer?
It's good.
Look at your face.
There is not even a hint of citrus in that.
No citrus, yeah, she was nice to you. Yeah.
I can't smell any fish guts either. So.
No fish guts? So it's not the same as Celia, where you come from?
Yeah, I got fish up in Sunnmøre too.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe even more so than I do in Celia.
You got a little bit in there. Have you had anything other than foam?
Yeah, no, I had a little bit of it.
Yeah. Did you know Annka and Andre also got those tippy glasses that we had a couple of weeks ago? Oh, God. Oh, it's 4.7%. So clearly it's like water to a Norwegian like you.
Not normally, no. That's what most Norwegians drink most of the time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just spoiled.
Did you hear him? He says I'm just spoiled. Okay, I'm going to catch up on chat here while we watch you drink a beer. There's a lot. Let's see. Anne Garcia's here, by the way, we said from, okay, so everywhere. Finland, Holland, Susan Youngman's in Anderodex. She also thought faux fur was difficult to knit with as well. I gotta say, needle binding is 10 times worse. So is crochet, actually. Arlene is here, Canada. Let's see. Suze is here in San Diego, so we got USA representing. I noticed that Nolvia and Roger were here as well, some more California. We actually have some California Vikings here, but they're civilian today. They're on their way through Norway, but they didn't want to carry all their Viking clothes with them because they were going to be in other parts of Norway as well. Albert is here. He's having Japanese curry. That sounds good. Max is here. Kiwi is here. Anne is here. So we've got Belgium representing as well as Norway. Max was wondering if there's a pattern for an Easter egg design for null binding, and if so, I wonder what stitch it would be perfect for it. Okay, yes, I do have an Easter egg one on Instagram. You gotta scroll way back, and crap, I forgot I need to make an Easter egg for this year. We were talking about that last week, and I totally got lost in all the Freeman. Yeah. Oh, no, the first one I think I made was in 2018 maybe? I can't remember, I gotta look. But it's on Instagram, and you can see all the previous eggs as well. And they're basically just yarn bombing an egg, but I gotta find an egg because they haven't made those plastic eggs in a while.
Paying attention to your eggs back then.
You weren't paying attention to my eggs back then? You're such a sick person. So, but then again, we did find plastic bunnies, so then Raymond thought I should do a plastic bunny. I don't know if I have time for that, but I'm going to try. Let's see. And then Roger's here. Jenny Lynn is here. PJ is here. Brief visit today. It's her, she said her sister's for Easter, and she's almost got dinner ready, so wish you could visit there sometime. Oh, yes. We are waiting for you. Whee! And the summer is going to be very full of Vikings, so it's going to be really cool to see, too. There's July is almost fully booked for the houses. We got a bunch coming in June. Fairmount's coming in May. April's pretty much wide open, though. So is May, actually, except for the 17th of May. Then we're about half. Yep, Albert noticed that the house that Annka and Andre is staying in is the first one he stayed in as well. That was Holger's house. Prude is here. She says, oh, my God, Greg lives. Yeah, Greg! Where the hell did he go? He said he was going to come and tell us his story. PJ's editing photos of peregrine falcons that are nesting in the cathedral spire in Norwich. Oh, that would be so cool to see. Greg! They're saying story, story, story. I'm just randomly yelling. I'm American. I can do that. Okay. Kai is here from Tregdes. Spring and the Vikings are returning. So nice to see. Yeah, it's like the first sign of the spring. The Vikings return to Gudvangen. And we have a lot of kids here this too. Kiwi finished her null-bound dress last week. It is knee length. I've got to see this. I'm hoping you have it posted. I need to catch up. Max might know what the stitch is. Leif Holma is here. Schlug, he says. Schlug.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah?
It's just that it's half a liter and I really want the other one.
You really?
And I can't throw, this is too good to throw out, so I kind of have to drink it.
Well, drink your glass, have the half a beer for later. But you might need the other half. Greg! Where the hell is he? I'm just going to keep screaming in the microphone until everybody plugs their ears.
Yeah, Greg can hear you. He's almost deaf, you know.
Oh, that's true. Only in one ear, though. Okay, Heidi Lisette is here. I knew she was hiding in here somewhere. We had Rune at the beginning holding up the bags of charcoal. Belgian dip with the foam stash. This is Novia. What is the bling bling on Karl's arm? Yes, you haven't showed that off before, have you? I have to turn the camera so they can hear you for this one. The bling bling on your arm. I don't know if we've ever talked about. Have we talked about that yet?
Actually, I read up on this today because I knew it was from a Swedish find, but then the Swedish girl asked which find, so I had to kind of look it up. So I had a look at the pictures of the originals. It's from Valsgärde. It's was it 3 kilometers from Gamla Uppsala. It's very close to Gamla Uppsala. It's burial field that I found in a farm. And it has graves that goes back to migration era up until about the year 1100. So it covers the Viking Age perfectly.
Yeah.
And in one of the horsemen's graves, I found this. And it's kind of a funny story because the archaeologist who found it was probably stupid. He didn't understand what I wear. And I found one like this and 2 that were like that but bigger. And it's in a horseman's grave, which should give you some hints. Obviously, there is one for his right arm, like I'm wearing mine, and one for each of his legs. Because when you're sitting on a horse, your legs are kind of an interesting target to attack. And then it doesn't have one for his left arm, because that's where he's holding a shield anyway. And when you have them like this and you move them around, they have pretty good protection, because it's very hard to aim a blade so it goes between the bars. You can do it, but it's very hard. But what this archaeologist thought I wear was that the big ones were meant for your chest and your back, and the small ones were meant for underneath your arms. It works, you can put them on like that. But if you do, then you have an armor that doesn't really work. Because all people have to do is to stab you like this, instead of like this, to make it work. I remember when I worked at Spangereid,
Yeah.
Colin Richards had some kind of like this. His were better because I remember from the originals, every second one is smaller than the big ones next to them, which gives them a little bit more flexibility. And he had his special made from blacksmith. He basically went to the blacksmith, showed him the pictures and the drawings of the originals, and said, "How much would you like to make? Do you have to pay to make this?" And the blacksmith, I don't remember the sum, but it was a reasonable sum. It's like £100 or something like that. And when he came to pick them up, the blacksmith was sweating and really, really annoyed because he didn't think about how much work it actually was.
Oh, yeah?
So he said that you are the only one who gets this for this price. It's going to be at least 3 times as expensive for everybody else.
Special price for you, my man.
Yeah. It's kind of, until they calibrate how much work that goes into something, you can occasionally get some good deals.
I've fallen into that trap, though. You find something in a store, you're like, oh, yeah, but no, I shouldn't buy it because I can make that. And then you go and make that, and you're like, oh, okay, I probably should have just bought it.
It's like, I shouldn't throw shade at our customers, but one thing I keep hearing when I'm in the shop is kid want to buy a wooden sword. Father looks at the kid and says, "Nah, I can make you one of those when we get home." And I look at the father and go, "No, you can't."
Well, either that or they can, but will they? They never get around to it.
No,
it's like the same. I never do it.
It's when it comes to foreigners vacationing in Norway, they are generally not carpenters.
Okay, so why do you think he can't make one then?
Because I look at the guy and I go, "Can this guy make wood?" And I go, "No, this guy can't make wood."
Okay, there's an
This
innuendo
guy
in there,
can-
but I was
This
just
guy
gonna...
can make, he can do forensic accounting.
Oh,
but he
okay,
can't-
so
he can't
businessman,
make,
just because he puts on a suit, he doesn't know how to work a chisel?
No, he's wearing a t-shirt and a shorts, but
Yeah.
you can kind of see the person through that.
Oh, you better taste your beer. There's a kid coming here that wants to fight you, Karl.
The drunker I am, the better is my excuse when I completely pasteurize the kid.
It's Trim, I wonder. Trim just turned 10, so let's remind you that he's 10.
And he might even get to be 11.
Are you ready? Are du klare? Okay, he's been practicing his English. Do you want to come and say hi, Trim? Ska vi se. I started needle binding. I shouldn't have done it. I'm working on this thing. Okay, he's ready to challenge you. Karl, be afraid. Be very afraid. There's a very dangerous kid behind you, and he has a weapon. And he doesn't hold back his punches. Okay, so I'm gonna one more stitch here because I stupidly spliced and I have to get past my splice. Ooh, there's a big one in there. I gotta read the comments too. Okay, so I'm gonna get stuff off the ground. So there's room for you to kill each other. And you have to promise not to go in the rocks over there because that might be dangerous. Put these two somewhere, Karl. The other beer too, and you'll have that after as a reward. Okay, and then I have something in this bag. We have to remind me to show later. Vi må finne Greg. Greg skulle fortelle en historie. I don't think Greg knows how time works.
Greg doesn't know how time works.
Til Karin. Jeg sa hello til kamera, og så sa jeg fansen.
You have about 27 people in there saying hi to you. And more later, because not everybody can watch at the same time. Okay, I'm going to put my bag over here, and then we are going to be ready to kill. Or pretend to kill. Are you using your sword, Trim? Skal du bruke din sverd?
Nei, det her kan lett knekke.
Ja, nei, du skal bruke den som bedre. Yeah, he doesn't want to use a sword that will break over Karl's head too easily. Okay, hand me the glasses. We gotta get those out of the way.
Karin, nei, Karl, kan du være så snill og love å ikke treffe her?
Ikke treffe der.
Ja, der får du ikke lov å
Det var en rar begrensning, men jeg tror jeg skal kunne klare å leve med det.
Karin?
Ja, man må ikke svinge det for fort, da blir de kvalm. Yep, can't wish it too fast because they'll get sick. Okay, you guys, over there, I will turn the camera. Are we ready? Karl versus Trim. Trim, where are you from? Norway. Yes, representing the youth of Norway is Trim. Representing old farts in Norway is Karl. Go on over. All right. Probably shouldn't have started with the beer. Why'd you stop running, Karl? Are you tired?
I don't have stamina to keep running after him.
Probably shouldn't have started with your best move. Okay, you have to be there. We can't see you. You're too close. Okay, don't trip over the weapons. He needs another weapon, he says. He has to have another one. Okay. That's going to be one of my favorite YouTube moments now. Karl chasing Trim. That Seinfeld episode when Crane writes Roger. Come on, Trim! Come on, Trim! Hiya! So, Trim, what's your favorite thing to do during your free time? Kill Karl. We will ask him. Oh, he's taller than he was last year. He says, Karin, this is going to go fine. I can take him. Remember, Trim is wearing protective eyewear. Karl is not. Mortal Kombat, says Nolvia. Roger says, the Seinfeld when Kramer played karate against the children. Oh my God. I think Karl agrees with you. He's laughing too hard. We have to move your weapons out of the way, though, so you guys don't trip on them. I gotta catch up a little bit here in chat. I've kind of been missing out. Okay, Arlene says, good luck, Trim. Nancy's here, by the way. She says, hi from PNW Seattle area, 50 degrees. Oh my gosh. What's up, Trim? Trim. Okay, Trim. Hva din yndlingsting å gjøre? What is your favorite thing to do? In your free time, når du har ledig, også ikke på skolen da.
Det det gøy å være her, ta han.
It's fun to be here and take him, ja, også.
Og så det veldig gøy å ta Karl.
It's really fun to take Karl out.
Skal vi ta en sånn, bare sånn sikkerhetsskyldkamp?
Yeah, you better take a security camp. Go ahead, do it again. One more time for sake, he says. Just to make sure he's really dead. Trim the brave, den modige. That was a quick one. Karl's knocked on his ass already. You got him in the armpit. Ja, det är bra. I think that... I would run if I saw that. Say, get off my lawn, Karl.
Get off my lawn!
Jeg la til sverdet som
Och så nå må du skrika tillbaka. There you go. Now they're berserkers. This never gets old. Uh-oh! Now we får ett nytt svärd.
It's like a bad situation.
Nope, reject. We will have to fix that one. You broke his sword. What a bad man you are, Karl. What a bad man. Okay, I declare. Oh, he's using the big one. That's like a 2x4 sword. Look how thick that thing is. Kom igen, Trim, kom igen! Bruk svärd mot skölden och så tar du han i rumpa. Use the shield against the sword and take him in the butt. That didn't sound good when I translated it. Kick him in the butt, hit him! Woo! Woo! Där var ju bra då. Ah! So don't miss, it's gonna hurt. Why do we use fighting gloves? The old Matrix cape trick, or is that Batman? Greg made it. We've been screaming for you to tell a story,
I
Greg.
thought you had been screaming. I thought I
Yeah.
heard my name.
See,
a few
I told
times.
you he could hear me if I screamed. Carl's like, he can't hear you, woman. He's deaf in one ear. I'm like,
Well,
yeah.
I was kind of like, was that my imagination, or did I just hear someone scream my name?
I told him I'm American. I'm allowed. Okay, Trim, no more vi tar pauser för... Så bra, he got 3 points, he said. Good job, Trim. Hey, Trim.
1, 2, 3.
Trim, you have to take a bow. Over here, take a bow. You know a bow, bucka. So, yay! En gång till. Yay! Hiya, Trim, you got lots of hearts.
Yes, oh yes.
Okay, so now Greg needs to tell us a story. Greg's
Want me
going for
to tell
telling
it
a
now?
story. Yeah, because we're running out of time. And then,
really?
Yeah, no, that's why I was yelling at you.
Promised me alcohol, woman.
I promised some alcohol. Okay, so first we're gonna have to give Karl some alcohol. It is under the window there. Bring it over here so we can see what it looks like. The new one.
Is this super?
Is this? You had a birthday. How old are you now?
Bursdagsgutten som hadde bursdag på torsdagen.
Yep, you had birthday on Thursday. And how old did you get to be? 28.
Welcome.
10! Happy birthday, Trim. And how do you say happy birthday in Norwegian?
What?
In Norwegian? Gratulerer med dagen.
Ah.
Gratulerer med dagen. Okay, Karl is getting geared up for storytelling. Greg ska fortälla en historia. Och Karl må reenacta det. I just told him that Karl has to reenact it, and the look on Trim's face was priceless. Okay, we'll put you, I'll move you over so we can't see my bag though. There we go. We don't want to ruin the good view with the plastic bag and an orange key lanyard. Okay, so Karl's trying, which beer are you trying now?
This is an Imperial Stout.
Yeah, this is the other one they brought you, the Gudvangen one. I always say that wrong. Did you see the cloud on the
Maxim
picture?
Gorky. That's the name of a ship, I think. It's from the Gudvangen brewery.
Did you show the picture of the cloud? Look at the cloud on that thing.
Is
Smoking.
cool.
Evil.
Is cool fight.
Yeah, it's a good fight. It was a good fight, and you kicked his butt. Karl's still breathing heavy.
Yes,
Doesn't even know how to open a bottle anymore. Yeah?
Karen,
Here, give me
husker
the...
du den første videoen
Yeah.
jeg var med i? Så sa jeg at vi ikke måtte sende dette til Russland fordi Putin kan se dette.
Yeah, you should say that. Yeah, he said we had to show Trim fighting last year when we did this so that Putin could see him fighting.
He didn't want Putin.
Oh, he didn't want Putin to see us fighting. That's right.
Putin shouldn't learn all the good tricks.
No, that's right. Okay, that looks nice and dark.
It's a stout, so
It's a stout, yeah?
it's going to be.
Are you going to drink all that before he tells the story?
in my experience, stouts are always pretty much the same. They are good-ish.
Yeah.
They taste like somebody has used good beer to put out the campfire and then put it back in the bottle.
That's about right. Yeah. I always said squeezing the juice out of a shoe, leather shoe.
If you burned it first, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
It tastes very burnt.
Let me
It's
get
not
this
particularly
garbage off the ground.
carbonated.
This was the cap, by the way. It's kind of cool.
I can smell the ashes.
That was the cap. Okay, what do you think? Oops. They've got good needle binding conversation going in the chat, which is good. Nella's there and she can answer lots of questions too. What do you think? Is it good? This is the 8.5. This is the Greg can tell any story he wants, right?
I'm confident in my reenactment skills, so I
Yeah.
can reenact anything.
Okay, give me the beer. The bottle at least. We'll show the bottle so we know what they got him. This was the Imperial Start with a Boat from Karin Andre and the Cloud of Death. Yeah?
Jeg hadde jo litt lyst til at vi skulle gjøre videoen litt lenger.
Vi får se. Jeg har en needle binding class. Jeg har en nålebindingskurs som jeg lærer litt etter det her også. Så,
Kan vi la den
nei, da må ikke røre på den, for da beveger skjermen, og da blir alle syk. So if you touch it, it makes the screen go wobbly, and then everyone gets sick. Så da må du ikke røre. Ok, Greg, historie. Skal du reenacte du også? Greg forteller en historie, og dere må være skuespillere. Yep, Greg is going to tell the story, and you have to be the actors. We have to say for him too, though.
I know.
Okay, Greg, what is... Sorry, let's put this on Karl. What is the story we're going to talk about today, Greg?
We're going to be doing a pagan Anglo-Saxon goddess known as Ustra.
For?
Easter.
Yay!
Interesting. I'm not familiar with this story.
Oh,
so-
even better. Okay.
Navnet mitt på sverdet mitt I runer.
Okay.
Well, this particular story is about,
beer all over my
as I say, the goddess
Karin?
Ustra. And Ustra is where we get the word Easter from today. And it actually was originally part of the month, the Anglo-Saxon month, that is now known as April.
It's a Marie.
So, hello Marie.
I just,
You alright?
Yeah, I heard the cow screaming, and I didn't know he had this in him.
Oh yeah, no, wait till you see it.
I'm
Where do you see
very
it?
intrigued.
By the way, this is we have to introduce the elusive Marie, the French guide. Karl
And
calls her the
Karin.
little one. She can move in the Hobbit house.
Karen,
I'm sorry, what?
You did. You always refer to her as the little one.
New information to me.
All the French guides on that side.
I'm just trying to get him in
jeg
trouble.
har litt lyst til å...
We love Marie. All the French guides are little. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Well,
But,
me and the other one, yes.
We're getting him into trouble over here. Anyway, so this is Marie. And by the way, no woman can scare Karl like this one can.
Karen,
Maybe you.
Toril
No.
certainly can, but
why
he
are you
doesn't
Okay,
scare-
you're pointing, you're saying
Oh, det må
to
ikke røre på den, for det
Karen,
beveger skjermen.
me, and I'm worried.
Marie doesn't really scare me, but she makes me afraid of myself.
Yes.
Because there is nothing funnier in this universe than a really angry Marie.
Ja, jeg må
And
ikke
then you
gjøre det
know
fordi
you
det beveger
cannot
skjermen.
laugh at this. You have Marie that is really upset and cursing in 3 different languages at once.
Karen,
And then you stand there and you just want to laugh and you go,
I
And then-
was not 100% at that time. Like,
No.
you have
And then
to
we
be
send-
really angry actually.
And then we have
And
to
it's only
send
French.
photos to Marie. What kind of photos do we send to Marie, Karl? The photos. What kind of not those kind of photos. You
I was
sick
gonna-
little girl. What kind of photos do we send to Marie to get back at her? We put the cat in your lap.
oh yeah,
Karen,
What did you think of, you sick? We are. There's nothing. We're completely normal. Karl, do you have something you want to tell me?
No, I was like,
No, we put the cat, the big fuzzy cat, the big fluffy cat. We put it in Karl's lap, and he just sits there, and he pets it, and he does this. Do it, Karl.
I need a cat to
At least he said cat.
reenact my
Okay, du må ikke
inner
røre på.
Ernst Stavro Blåfeld.
Yeah, yeah.
I might, you know what? I might get a cat this year.
That would be nice.
If I give Marie no guides to
You're just a
speak
cat.
German on a
Yeah.
Sunday.
Du må ikke ta på det.
Black, of course.
Of course.
Karen,
Yep.
You're not
jeg har
having my
litt
black
lyst til å prøve å holde den.
Ja, men det kan du ikke, fordi da blir de svimmel på andre enden.
Kan jeg snu kameraet bare et lite øyeblikk?
Nei, ikke gjør det, fordi de kan ikke høre dem.
cat boots.
Yeah. He wants to hold the camera, but then you'll get sick. Okay.
She's 3 now. She's in
They're talking about their
she's
pussies. This is not good.
Karin. I'm deaf. I'm not that deaf.
Okay. All right, now you got to tell this story. You're going to tell an Easter story because the Vikings invented Easter, Karl.
No, I never said the Vikings invented Easter.
Nothing but true facts on this.
I never said the Vikings invented Easter. I'm just saying that the name comes
Valentine's
from.
Day too.
They invented
And,
Valentine's Day. Make it up then.
Oh, that was great.
This is a joke.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
no. It's a joke. But we thought it'd be fun because anytime I give an incorrect fact, Karl starts to cry.
A little Karl dies somewhere.
A little
Yeah.
Karl dies.
As of right now, you haven't said anything that is even vaguely factual, so I have nothing to complain
It is true that we sent a photo of you to Marie to disturb her sleep.
Eller bare en sånn.
You look so pretty. We have to see what you're wearing. What are you wearing? Whose design are you wearing, Marie?
Well, actually, the coat is from Angelica Otala Craft.
Athalacraft, yeah?
Yes. So if you want to have a look at what she's doing, yeah.
And you have?
Now the rest is I made it.
You made all the rest?
Yeah.
Look at
Very
that.
nice.
This.
She's French. They have fashion.
Jeg fant noen
Yeah.
av sakene til
Yeah,
Karl.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there it
Style
is.
is important. Here's
Okay.
my comb. Yes.
Yeah, we have to show what you have
Vikings
there.
did
French have very
the
good
comb,
fashion.
You
The
know,
British
the comb,
look
the
dull and
ear
boring.
spoon.
Ear cleaner. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So
And
that's how we
then-
know Vikings. Oh, you have to tell that one. That is how we know that the Vikings were very clean.
Det skaper litt mer
Because what did you say on your tour? It's so fun.
No, I say when Vikings settled in England,
Yeah.
actually English women, they preferred Vikings to their own men
Yes.
because they smelled better.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they used to take a bath.
We stank.
Because they took a bath every Saturday, which is today, Karl.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. Okay. Yeah. Looking guilty over there.
Yes.
So yes.
Which is more than Frenchmen do nowadays, actually. Right? So, but
Oh, brilliant.
yeah, so we know that they like to comb their hair. So we found lots of combs. It's the most found item in Viking graves. Combs.
It is.
Yes, and yeah.
And that's why we have more.
And they love jewelry.
Oh yeah, they do, and we put it all on the boobs, so we
Yes.
really show off our best
Yes.
assets.
So Vikings were the metrosexual of the Dark Ages,
They were.
right? So
But do you want to tell the other part about England? That's why
no.
Okay,
I've
we're
said
good.
too much already.
She said too much already.
said
You have
too
to
much.
buy the tour.
Yeah, I've said too much already. It's just a teaser.
It's just a
See, I'm
teaser.
not disagreeing with what you've said about the English because I know it to be true.
I cannot
Okay.
say this on the internet because
Yes,
of all
you
the
got him killed.
haters.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, Greg.
Story time, is it?
How the Vikings invented Easter.
I
we
did
love
not
seeing you,
say.
Marie.
the-
You gotta come on more often.
I never said the Vikings invented Easter.
Okay, now you better correct the story then. Karl has to reenact it. Okay, da må du stå her, Trim, da, for de kan ikke se. De skal se. Greg is going to tell the story. Greg forteller historien, og Karl må reenacte. Men du kan også reenacte. Karl has to act it out. Okay.
So Ustra is a pagan goddess that was primarily associated with the Anglo-Saxons. And in this particular tale, this is about Ustra and one of her lovers, one of her boyfriends. And Ustra fell in love with I don't know. Ustra fell in love with a mortal man. And they were happily together for many years. Ustra extended his life exponentially. But unfortunately, one day things became a little bit sour. Because no matter how long that they were together, he would not propose to her. So she is getting more and more angry. She's extending his life. What can she do to get him to propose? Anyway, eventually she approaches him, and he probably is taken a bit off guard, and he says, "No, I'm not ready for that. That's too early." And Ustra gets so upset. She decides, well, if I can't have you as a husband, I don't want you on this planet at all. she transforms him into a duck or a chicken in some versions.
Oh, Karl likes ducks.
And sends him up into the skies, into the heavens. Now, obviously, somehow she's turned him into a female duck. And as an extra punishment, she prevents him from ever laying eggs on the ground. So he's stuck with eggs, or she's stuck with eggs inside forever and ever. And her ex-lover, is becoming more and more pained and tortured by this feeling of eggs that he just can't get out of him. And eventually, Östra decides to take a little bit of pity on her ex-lover. And she decides that once a year, she would allow him to come to Earth and lay the eggs. So once a year, this duck would come down and lay her eggs. But after a little longer, you lost to think of things.
He's trying to figure out how to lay an egg.
How do I reenact
Oops, det
once
måste
a
bli
year?
längre för det kan mixa.
That's your profession.
Okay.
And so, but she also, for some reason that's never actually explained, she decides that the form of a duck is not enough of a punishment for him. So she transforms him into a rabbit instead. But this rabbit still has to lay eggs. So this rabbit, once a year, would come down in the month of Östra and lay eggs. And then the children had to go and find these eggs.
Karl's eggs?
Yes, Karl's eggs.
After 8.5% or whatever. Okay. Okay, so this is how the Vikings invented the Easter Bunny.
That's more like...
With Vikings.
No, it's Anglo-Saxon. Anglo-Saxon, not Vikings. I need to stress
So we're gonna
that.
have to change it to Anglo-Saxon Nalbinding today.
No, I'm telling this because it's Easter and yeah, it's the right time period.
No, but meanwhile, that's a whole new concept. Okay, continue.
That was the story, I'm afraid.
Where's the eggs? I don't see them.
I'm not sure.
We have to Nalbind them. Okay, I think the wind is blowing massively in here. You can hold Karl's beer. I will, if you want to drink it, you can.
I'm fine.
Okay, and then we can look at you guys while I catch up on chat here. They're laughing their asses off, which is always good.
That's good.
Kiwi says, this week I've made my medieval headwear for a new outfit. My crafts group is focusing on the Landsloven 1274 Jubilee this year, so I need an outfit for every event. Oh, perfect. And now we got to get her an Easter Bunny one, too.
Yep.
Okay, Pruda said, we laughed so hard at Karl's comment about putting out a fire that now we can't breathe. Favorite stick Nalbinding in my life? Ooh. One of my favorites is the one we're doing next month, I'll tell you that much. Okay, is the picture from Turtagrur? It might be a little too far back in the chat. Do you know that one? Oh, pretty red color. They're talking about, that's, who do you think? Who do you think is asking?
Probably life Ole, but I don't know.
Yes, it is.
Well, the picture was
Karen?
taken with his camera, so I don't know.
Karen,
Yeah?
jeg tror det er noen som har lyst til å bli med.
Yes, it was Anya's camera. Okay, they like the red color of Marie's dress. There's some Vikings hiding behind me. Skal dere slåss? Ja, da kan dere slåss der I bakgrunnen, så kan vi se på mens... Okay, we're getting more kids to fight for our entertainment.
Nå blir det
Nå må du gå og drepe. Ja, kom igjen, somebody's got to take the Valkyrie on. Du en Valkyrie. Olivia the Valkyrie. Okay, skal du slåss? Ja, vi ser på henne. Da må du gå og slåss med henne for å se. Okay, how did the Vikings manage migraines back then, Karl? You got to talk here though so they can hear
I
you.
would say probably dark room and sleep.
Dark room and sleep?
I think we had this
they're good.
question before, and there was... there is some kind of... They had access to some types of painkillers,
Yeah?
but they would probably not work on a migraine.
They would not work on a migraine?
Most likely not, because modern medicines doesn't really work on migraine. So it's unlikely that the Vikings would have some kind of super special painkiller that actually did.
No, I wouldn't know. I mean, do they like drink egg whites or egg yolks or whatever Rocky did? Okay, let's see. That would be a good one to know, though. Lots of water, I'm assuming. Wind in the microphone. Yeah, it started blowing in the middle of the story, so wind is taking most of Greg's voice, but I'm pretty sure you could see... okay, so basically, Greg, now that the wind... I was wondering if the wind was blowing in the microphone at one point. So do you want to tell the synopsis of what Greg or Karl had to shoot out of his butt?
So yeah, basically, pagan goddess known as Ustra, Anglo-Saxon goddess, not Viking, need to stress that, falls in love with mortal. Mortal doesn't marry her, she grows angry. She changes him into a duck or a chicken and puts him into the skies and says that he can never lay eggs unless he's on the ground, and forbids him from ever landing on the ground again. So he's stuck for years and years in the sky, unable to lay eggs. Then she decides that the punishment of turning him into a duck is not good enough, so she transforms him into a rabbit, and then takes a little bit of pity on him and says that he can return to Earth and lay his eggs once a year in the month named after her, known as the month of Ustra, which is now the month of April. And yeah, as someone put in the comments, Easter Bunny.
Yes, so, and we know this is definitely the Vikings who created Easter.
I said Anglo-Saxon and not Easter.
This is based on a true story. Huevos is huevos. Huevos is Spanish for eggs. I like that. Karl, where's your huevos? He went and disappeared.
He's probably smoking.
Oh, he's probably smoking. He probably needed that one. They're fantastic, Sir Parent Star. Welcome, Parent Star, by the way. Yeah, sorry about the wind. It was starting to blow in the middle, and I didn't want to interrupt it, but it looks like we caught up anyway. They caught at the Easter Bunny in the end anyway. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah, no, it just started picking up, and I didn't know how to try to
Fair enough.
cover it, but hopefully it's better now. It's fun watching the kids kill each other for our benefit anyway. Congrats, Trim! Du gjør det veldig bra. Du må fortsette med flott arbeid, sier de. Og så du må øve, fordi øve blir bedre, og så hver gang du øver så blir det enklere og enklere hver dag. Så, hørte du det? De sa du var utrolig flink. Yeah, Trim is good. So Olav over there died. Olav is no longer the holy. Is it Olav the Heliga? Is that dead? Or holy? Yeah. Olav den Heliga. Is that's not
Yeah, that's Olav
I want to
the
say
Good.
lucky, but that's Heldiga. Olav the Good is no longer good. He's dead. Long live the Valkyrio Olivia! Woo! Good job. No children were harmed during the making of this YouTube. See?
You didn't pay enough attention to say that.
No, he got up again. Now Trim's gonna go down. Come in, Trim, come in.
No, Olaf has stolen Chim's sword.
Uh-oh. And they were fighting Fenris this morning, I heard, or last night. They found Fenris in the mountains. It's imagination. Remember when we had one? Anyway. Ooh, Albert says, Greg, I know where you can get some lamb leather for a good price.
Ooh.
Albert,
Yeah, I know the Albert.
yeah, Albert drew it.
Interested, very interested.
Interested, very interested, send links.
Please.
Let's see, trying to flip back a little bit while they're killing each other. I gotta zoom out a little bit. Sorry about the wind. God, when did the wind just suddenly pick up? My most favorite Nalbinding stitch. Well, I know there's a lot of my go-to ones, and then there's my favorite ones. But I gotta say, I can't say it because one of my most favorite ones to do, Shikli, you kicked ass. One of my favorite ones we're doing next month. So I think that is probably my favorite. But anyway, we'll talk more about that next month, which is just Saturday. Let's see. Oh, they're loving him fighting. I seriously like the fact where you were chasing him around the field. Okay, hopefully I caught up. Oh, here we go on again. I missed it. Let's see, got to get to the top of it. There we go, I think it was. That's okay, but how many stitches I need to make a round start in order to make this egg shape if it fails? I guess I could make a stuffed animal, maybe a teddy bear or something. I like to start at the wide end, the wide end. Okay, now imagine Greg was an egg. I would like to start down here and not up here where it gets to the point of his head. So you start down here, and then it's pretty much a flat start. And then, shush, I'm using Greg as an egg. And then you kind of go wider, and then it's easier to get less and more narrow at the top. we're talking about egg construction here, Karl. I needed an egg, and you're a stick.
He's getting worried that he's got competition, and I'm getting worried that he
Oh, you do.
thinks
He
that.
does. He does have competition because you tell better stories than he
Oh,
does.
for fuck's sakes.
Carl's looking a little insulted right now.
Don't mean it to you. I'm worried he's going to kill me.
Oh yeah, no. Just because I was playing with his body and not yours. No, anyway, so I like to. Okay, look, my head looks kind of like an egg. Okay, let's go to this way. I like to start here because it's pretty much flat.
Doesn't
and then when
Harold
you
have the best egg-shaped head?
He does. Where are the bald people underneath them? Okay, but anyway, so you kind of start building out a little bit until it starts to go in again. Once it starts going in again, then you just, as much as you can pinch, you start decreasing in one round. So if I can pinch 6 stitches, then I have to decrease. Speaking of egg-headed people,
We need you. We summon you.
we need an egg.
We'll explain. Or she'll explain.
I need an egg. I need an egg. This is Jan Harald. Yeah, that's okay. So now, if this was an egg, so you start out with the wide stitches down here, and then you kind of expand, and when it gets to about this part of the egg, then you don't expand anymore. You just kind of work evenly all the way around, and then when it starts to taper off at the top, then you pinch, and you get like about 6 stitches, and then if there's 6 stitches or 8,
Yep.
then you can just decrease all the way around until you get to the top when there's nothing left. There you go. And then you have an egg. Okay, thank you. You made a great... Jan Harald, everyone, take a bow.
You're on YouTube forever.
So, it was your idea. He's going to make me pay for that later. Jan Harald has been saving my ass all week. So we had a lot of visitors yesterday and a lot of visitors today. And we're thinking about opening hours. You know, how do we keep open? No, we can only have the open house or the village open until 2 o'clock because we have to do repairs after 2 and we only have a couple days left. Monday we go back to regular hours, 10 to 6, but we keep the shop open, no problem. I didn't think about the amount of people going through the shop. So Jan Harald comes, would you like me to help you watch the gate so you can take care of the customer? Like, so I owe the egg my life here.
Tomorrow you'll probably have to be your own door guard.
I probably have to be my own door guard tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. Nope, anyway, so let's see if there's anything more. I was wondering if the old Omani stitch made in a round start, such had or oh God. So if you're going to use the Omani stitch, because it's like this tall, to go around, you're going to need probably something like 40 stitches to make it go around because it's so big and it is hard to make it go flat. This sounds really bad.
Tell by her expressions, because if the question had been this much more complicated, she would have said, ask Annka.
Yeah, no, that's history. And I go into Andecker. Practical I can do. Okay, so this bottle cap is the round start. Hold this. You gotta hold this, Karl.
Thank you.
He saw his name. Okay, so now the easiest way to do a round start is to make a straight line and then run like a yarn through it at the bottom and then cinch it together to make it go round like a rose. But you need enough for it to be able to lay flat, otherwise it's going to just kind of cone out if you have too many. But if you have enough stitches, it'll go flat. If you have too many, it'll start to wave. So you have to have enough for it to go around. And I think the last time I tried Omani, I had to have a minimum of 28 stitches to go around. So the easiest way to make something round with the Omani stitch would be to spiral it so that you have one, you only have to make a half a circle.
Just need to point out, she keeps looking at me as if to say, can you back me up? And I'm like, what the hell do you want me to...
He just keeps looking at me like innuendo.
I'm not doing that.
So it's really hard, but it's hard to get it to go
I
flat.
am very, very good at innuendos. And,
You are.
28 stitches to get the Omani flat. I can't do anything with
No, I don't know what she's on about. I'm not going in...
This is where I beat you guys on technicality. Okay. Anyway, so I hope that made sense anyway, but it's almost easier to do a spiral start with a Omani stitch if you want to do a round, if you want to go in a round. Because you got to use a lot of stitches to make that thing go flat. And then when you do cinch it all together, you're going to have like a hole in the middle because it's too many stitches to cinch tight.
Listen to what she says.
See, they know. You guys did really good storytelling, by the way, in fighting. We really appreciate your efforts today. How did you like the Gudvangen beer?
It was very good. It's
Really good, yeah? We're going to have to find Annka and Andre afterwards and tell them
No,
thank you.
I see a sign language to her when she was walking.
Oh, did
by.
you? Yeah?
I was going.
Oops, sorry. Do it again. He's a very happy man. So I told
So the stout was okay.
Oh yeah, they are always. It's a very, very hard concept to fuck up. Obviously, if you put lemons in it, you fucked it. But if you don't put lemons in it,
I'm just trying to work out how something that tastes of ash from a fire is
Oh, it's
not
so good.
fucked up.
no, that's good. Ash from a fire of a lemon in a lemon form, that tastes horrible. But if it's just,
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
see,
but
Parent Star knows.
it's hard to explain. It's a little bit like the burnt taste that you have in whiskey and cognac.
okay,
And
okay,
that,
I kind of see that now. Okay,
that kind of works.
yeah, okay.
Okay, just to put one in your faces, Parent Star says Nalbinding is very serious technical business. So, fuck you. I love you. I love you.
Have I ever said that it's not technical business? I've said I can't learn it. I've never said that it's not technical.
I could probably learn it easily enough. I see dumb people do it all the time. So.
I'm gonna walk
You have
away.
now. You have just insulted the entire. I have no more subscribers. Hey Trim. Yeah.
Når jeg skulle i kameraet til deg, så
Ja.
holdt jo jeg i den der.
Yeah, men okay. So what we're describing, what we're talking about a little bit every often, is the phone is mounted on a gimbal, which is this. This is a gimbal, and every time you bump this, it's like bumping the phone, and then people get seasick and puke, and it's probably
Allow me
because
to
Karl's.
demonstrate.
No, don't demonstrate, Karl. Ah, you guys are bad. So, but I can do this if you really want to play with that.
I thought that you might want this to kill the person who insulted.
Can I have an axe? Greg's giving me an axe to insult Karl with. Insulting needle binders. Die, Karl, die. So I gave him the bottom of the gimbal. Okay, you kick this and I got to catch up a little bit on chat here and then we got to go. Yeah?
Tenk å putte den
That's
her
my
på
bottom of
et
my gimbal.
helikopter.
Ja, ikke sant?
Ja, og så putte sånne helikopterblader på kameraet ditt.
It's the tripod part of my, he thinks it's fascinating. The tripod part of my gimbal because it can close and it can open. So I can put the phone down. Okay, let's see what else we have. All right, maybe 15 to 20 stitches would work. You might need even more than that actually, but you'll kind of see how it goes. If you try to cinch it together, if it's coning, you need more. And then you got to remember too that once you join the circle, you have to actually have a little bit extra so you can climb over the next round because it goes around. But the easiest way would be to do a spiral start where you have two to make a spiral so that you only need the half the circle instead of the whole circle. Okay, let's see, what else do we get here? Greg, he sent you a link on Messenger. Yep. Okay, and they're all saying Happy Easter, and I know there's a me with historically accurate purple hair. No.
I fell into the dye pot when I was just a baby.
We're not buying that. Can we see your embroidery?
Oh yeah.
We got to see your embroidery too. Ta-da!
It's Freya and her two cats.
Okay, so I have the right audience for you to go to more detail of what you didn't like about that. Or what did you, maybe you did like it, I don't know. She saw something in her embroidery. If you look really, really close, what did you see in your embroidery that I didn't see, but now I can't unsee?
The head and the shaft and the balls of
The dog.
fellows.
Oops, sticky or something. Yeah.
So yeah.
So now that you can't unsee it.
See, I still can't. I can see it, but it's not the first thing I see.
I didn't either. No, I didn't see it either, but now I can't unsee it. So we had to point that out. They're laughing. They thought it was funny. I love your hair down. It's gorgeous, says Jenny. Oh, yeah, get you look at all the gray. No, it's because I took a shower. It's Saturday. No, I'm going to die. Ah! Okay, it's definitely time to go. Okay, you guys.
You guys?
Karl may need to live darning his own socks for a while would be easy enough. You want to see something really sad? When did you get this gambeson, Karl? When did you get this one fantastic gambeson? We used it as a thumbnail on YouTube, so we can take.
Let's say somewhere in the early autumn.
It's okay. I have a tame American who can repair that for me.
The time American hasn't done shit lately, so.
Okay, now we're getting goofy now. Oh, Greg's killing people. Turn it around so you can see. Here, I'll put that on after. It's okay. That. Okay, well, we give him 1 minute to. Yep. There he is. Ah! Okay, no, we seriously gotta go. Say Happy Easter, guys. Do you want to say Happy Easter? Gotta go.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
And how do you say Happy Easter in Norwegian?
Happy Easter. God påske.
And you gotta say it in front of the camera so they can hear you. Say it again. God påske.
God påske.
God påske. Okay, see you next week. Remember, we change our clocks. Okay, bye.